Hi, I'm going to talk about an event, that tragedy that happened in Bowmanville. This is going back a few years, quite a few years. It was in the Bowmanville paper that was called the Bowmanville Statesman. This was March the 17th, 1897. 3 children drowned. Now, the 3 children that drowned were related to my grandfather's brother. My grandfather's brother is Fred Luxton. Mrs. Fred Luxton. Anyway, I'll try and tell the story. It was a very sad thing that happened. The 3 oldest children of Mr. Fred Luxton, he delivered ice back in them days. That's why you kept things cool. They drowned. Now what happened was, it was a warm sunny day. Their mother was inside and she was nursing a baby that was only 10 years old. The oldest girl, Mary, was aged 8 years. She had washed the kitchen floor and had gone out after helping her mother. How the accident happened, they don't know for sure. But they think the youngest child, Florence, only 3 years old, slid near the ice hole and was surrounded by ice after she slipped in and couldn't get out. The other 2 children went to help her and they slid in too. Well, Mr. John Luxton, that would be my grandfather, which I didn't have the privilege of ever knowing. He called after 8 o'clock and he asked how the family was doing. Well, he chatted with Mrs. Luxton for a while. Then she asked about the children. He said he didn't see the children. So she asked him to go out and look for them. Well, he went out and looked, and the river was flowing really fast. I think this was near Bowmanville Creek, the Vanstone's Mill, it's called now, but near that area. Anyway, he went out and looked for them, and he couldn't find them. So he went up the stream a ways, and near an ice hole, he found the 3 children floating in the water. They had drowned. Terrible. He got them out. Then he phoned Dr. Tilley. Dr. Tilley was a famous doctor from Bowmanville, plastic surgeon for the war and burn victims. They have a school now named after him. Anyway, he came. He tried to resuscitate the oldest, but he couldn't. So the 3 children had drowned, and it was a very sad, very, very sad funeral. And they were buried on a Friday. 3 little coffins were placed into a big coffin, then placed in a grave. The Methodist Church then gave a cross. And Miss Fisher gave a pretty wreath, and there were floral offerings. Reverend Joel Liff officiated with Reverend Fraser. Friends and family came from the hundreds to the service. They're buried in Bowmanville Cemetery, Block K, Lot 237. You might not see names but that's the area they're in. Anyway, I just thought I'd make this video about a tragedy that happened many years ago in Bowmanville. That was relatives, distant relatives of mine, my grandfather's brother, children, drowned, 3 of them. Okay, I'll give other stories too about Bowmanville in the future. Thank you very much for viewing this, watching and listening. And the place where they drowned, it was called Williams Flats. I'm quite sure it was near the Vanstone Mill or Pond in Bowmanville, near that bridge.